Hey, what's going on? Dave Erickson here with Everyman Driver. Thank you so much for watching. Introducing the 2021 Hyundai Kona, a compact SUV, 5 passengers, 2 engines, and new this year, a limited production Kona Night Edition. I like them apples. By the way, that Night Edition will be available in dealerships September 2020. Now, this came out in 2018. I did a number of videos about that. You can find a link to those videos in the description below. In 2020, there are some new features or new additions to it. Adaptive cruise control was added to the top trim Kona Ultimate, along with small changes to standard and optional equipment. Some of the common pros to this vehicle: it has an optional turbocharged engine, which I'll talk about, with great acceleration, nimble handling, making it pretty fun to drive. Lots of features for your money. I'll get to the price point. But some of the downsides that people talk about, and I agree with: road noise, a weak bass engine, gear shifts from the turbocharged engine's transmission are often unrefined. I'm not sure about that one. And the interior is trimmed with a lot of hard plastic panels. Yes, it is. This comes in 5 trim levels: S, SEL, SEL Plus, Limited, and Ultimate. We have the Ultimate. Also, front wheel drive is standard, all wheel drive is optional. Time to pop the hood. Now, with the first 3 trim levels, the S, SEL, and SEL Premium, you have a 2-liter 4-cylinder dual overhead cam, dual continuously variable valve timing, made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission, 147 horsepower, not this one, and 132 pound-feet of torque. This is the 1.6-liter turbocharged dual overhead cam 4-cylinder. This gets 175 horses, 195 pound-feet of torque. This one is mated to a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. The fuel economy estimates for 2021 in the front wheel drive up to 28 miles per gallon, 33 on the highway. All-wheel drive, which we have, 26 miles per gallon in the city, up to 30 miles per gallon on the highway. Those are the best case scenarios. And in case you're wondering, the load capacity with these roof rails on the Kona, about 175 pounds. Another little fun fact: 6.7 inches of ground clearance. Now, to open the back here, just press a button here. There's also a button to unlock it on the key fob. Now, to give you a real world example, I've put our double bob stroller back here so you can see what it would look like if you were to utilize this kind of as a family vehicle, 5-passenger compact, but you really can't utilize the back seats if you do this. Anyways, here's what this looks like back here, because we have 2 little ones. That's how big the bob stroller is. We also have a single, but now that we have 2, you know, there you go. Okay. We do have also this, which I've taken out because of the bob stroller, and some Play-Doh, dog leash, Allen wrench. Let me pull these seats up and show you what this looks like. 19.2 cubic feet of volume behind the back row. This is a 60-40 split, meaning you can fold down 60% of it and keep 1 up, or fold down 40% of it and keep 2 up. So either 2 passengers in the back or 1 passenger in the back, and utilize the other side as cargo space. Just below the floorboard, you've got this little tray here for some storage, and just below that, you've got some tools in case you have a flat. Take care of that. And this is like styrofoam, so it's pretty lightweight. Now I'm gonna fold these down. Pretty easy to do. Lift the tab up top, and now 45.8 cubic feet of volume in a compact. So that's how much space you can utilize. Obviously, you can put a double bob stroller back there. You can also put plenty of groceries, other items, maybe a bicycle with its wheel off, those kind of things, luggage, and so on. So there you go with your cargo space in the back of the Kona. And pull it down, and you're all set. I like to give you a real-world look at headroom and legroom in the back of my vehicles, using me as the demo because I'm your average size man, 5'11". So here's what my position as a driver looks like in front of me. So this is me effectively sitting behind myself, couple, I don't know, maybe an inch or so between my knees and the back of the seat, but I expect that in a compact, small SUV. No big surprise there. Hard plastic. This is what I was talking about with the plastics on the interior, kind of giving it a cheap, economical look and feel. But to be competitive as a compact SUV, I'm sure that's what they had to do in order to make it more affordable to more people. Otherwise, you have this bench seat here in the middle for the 2 additional passengers, which will be tight for full-size adults. Fold down armrest for a pair of cup holders there. That's about it. They do have netting behind the passenger and driver's seat for some additional storage, but no climate controls, no USB ports in the back for the back passengers, no sun visors, but hey, I understand. They do have no blank handle and headroom. Here's what that looks like for me. And you can see, obviously, an indent in the roof line to allow for more space for taller passengers. So it gives me, I don't know, maybe that much more room for headroom before I'm uncomfortable. There we go. That's what it looks like back here. All right, the true test. How does the Kona drive? Pretty peppy. Thank goodness we have that turbocharged 1.6 liter. What I find though, it is a bit on the sporty side, which is good if you're looking for that, and well balanced and hugging the road well. I think it's well planted, as they say. The wheels are, short overhangs in the back, so it seems to have good balance and stability on the road. I don't really notice much body roll, so that's good. The biggest downside, and I think it's common in this class, it has been for me, is the road noise, but not so much around town. It's only when you're at highway speeds. I was trying to listen to the radio the other day and listening to a podcast, and it was hard to focus in on the sound because there was so much going on around here. And I accelerate and kind of chop up the curves up here. By the way, there's a nice heads-up display which you can open and close if you don't want it up there. Nice little, was a little plastic clear thing that pops up. So if you don't want that in the way, just drop it down and then you won't have the heads-up display versus something that shines up on the glass. I do like the visibility up here in the window. Nice wide range, nothing obstructing my view whatsoever. Even the infotainment screen is lower below your eye line and below the lower part of the windshield, which is nice. I've read some reports where the 0 to 60 time is just over 7 seconds. I don't see this as a car that you're going to be drag racing in, but it feels like a decent size, even though it's a compact SUV. Spaciousness on the inside is good. I feel like it's a little bit more roomier than I would suspect based on the class, which good. I don't know if it's just the illusion of it or how it's configured, but it feels like it's pretty spacious. The passenger looks like they got lots of room over there, so that's nice. All right, now we're approaching the highway, so we're gonna go ahead and accelerate, and maybe you'll hear some of the road noise and how this winds up. And we'll see with this how the 7-speed dual clutch transmission goes to the shift points. Here we go. Starts off fast. Good. 40, 50, 55, 60. Didn't quite get to 6,000 RPM before I hit 60. Now a little bit of a down. And try to jump back up. A little bit of a delay going from a cruising to an acceleration, but nothing too noticeable. And I don't know, all the windows are up, the doors are closed. I hear some little bit of air coming in here, and I do hear the noise from the road. Now, a few things about the interior that I like as a user, I guess, is the touch screen, the infotainment screen is at a good position, just a little bit lower than the windshield, as I mentioned before. Technology-wise, a couple USB ports, a wireless charging pad. Of course, we have the top trim level, so we have everything possible that you can throw in this vehicle. Climate controls are simple and easy to understand. They got heated seats, but not ventilated seats. You have a drive mode, sport, and normal. And you can also, all-wheel drive can be locked. There's also a hill descent control option too, because I mentioned before, so it's 6.7 inches or so ground clearance. So if you want to go off-road and engage all wheels, you can do that. Don't go over anything too crazy. Technology-wise, also blind spot information, so it'll show up in your side mirror. Blind spot warning. There's also the lane control, lane keeping control, steering assist. So if I'm going outside the lane, it brings me back in, which is nice. And that heads-up display is always a little bonus here, so I can see what the speed is as well as my lane lines as I'm driving. And then usual cruise control. So that's standard across most vehicles these days anyway. I'm going to show you how simple, easy, and fast it is to connect your smartphone to your car via Bluetooth. Any car that has Bluetooth, this is the process you follow. Now I have an iPhone, so I'm going to my settings, make sure my Bluetooth is on. It is. Now I'll keep this open just so I can show you. Now I'm going to hit phone. I'm going to add new. Now on my phone, it's going to show
Bluetooth on from your device in order to search. On your device, select the name that matches vehicle name on the screen.
So it's asking me to connect and find the word Kona, in this case for the Hyundai Kona, and there it is on the bottom of my screen. I've done Lexus, Mazda, Sonata, Volkswagen, and so many other ones. So all I gotta do is press the word Kona down below. Here on the screen, it's gonna ask me the passkey, that they're the same on both, so I pair it. Allow contacts and favorites to sync, allow. There it is, Kona connected at the very top. So now, for example, let's say I went to one of my podcasts, and I want to play a podcast episode. There it is. And it's just simply to my car. I can have on my iPhone or play it through the speaker and TVs. In this case, it happens to be the Kona. So that's how I pick the source. I can do the same thing, for example, an audiobook. If I want to listen to an audiobook here, I pull up from my library, I pick Kevin Hart, The Decision, and all I have to do is press play. Actually, the book's already over, but once I do, let me go back maybe a chapter or two. And there's the Bluetooth right there. And the audiobook is playing on my phone. Same thing with Pandora, for example. I just pick up the music I want to listen to, press play, make sure that there it is, boom, automatically. Now I'm listening to Pitbull radio through my phone into my car via Bluetooth. Now, since this vehicle is set up with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you can see them right there on the screen. If I had this connected to the USB port down below, then my phone would be connected that way, and I could use the interface on the screen to control what's on my phone. So the beginning of the MSRP on a brand new 2021 Hyundai Kona is just over $20,000, 20 grand for a brand new 5-passenger compact SUV, up to just over 29 grand for the top trim level, which we have here. Can also, of course, go for that night edition, which comes out in September. Definitely worth a look and absolutely a test drive. I'll have links to all of my Hyundai related reviews and videos in the description below this video, so check those out if you want to go deeper into the Hyundai brand and everything I've done. Also, if you are in the market for a brand new compact SUV, check out my free car shopping tool, also a link in the description below. That way you can fill out the make, model, and the zip code, which is key. You can find dealerships in your area that are qualified. Just choose which ones you want to work with, and you can be driving home a new car as early as this weekend. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Adios.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.
One more thing before you go, I've added links in the description below to some of the best-selling automotive accessories and products on Amazon right now, plus links to some of the product reviews I've done. You can find it in the description below this video. And if you don't mind, take a couple of seconds and click that subscribe button. I'm uploading 2, 3, sometimes 4 new videos every week, and I don't want you to miss anything, plus it helps support my channel. As always, if you have any constructive criticism, thoughts, or suggestions about my video, please leave it in the comment section below.